Hey guys, let's dive into this RJM PBC6 build we just completed on this RockBoard Quad 4.3 pedal board. Let's dive in. Alright, so starting off, we got the patch panel on the back for your 1/4 inch input, 1/4 inch outputs, power in, and XLR outs, as well as there's like a courtesy power jack on the back, so you could actually demo a pedal off the board if you want, which is super handy. From there, we're going into the pedal board, and then everything is in a loop except some of the pedals at the end for the wet effects. So starting off, it's going to be input into loop 1, which is going to be the volume with the tuner from Chernobyl Tone. We did move the volume loop to the middle of the chain after drives before wet effects stuff. Just wanted to have the option in number 1 so it's easy to move around, plus it keeps it closer to the pedal. Scrolling over the page 2, you can see we actually have the bloom in loop 2, so he can easily trigger that on and off. He could utilize the bloom boost feature if he wants, or the EQ. Then after that, we're going over to the Optimus, loop 3, which we have MIDI set for both channels, so he can easily mess with it. We got the kilt with red remote. He did send a red remote, but this is much easier to actually program because you can change per preset what remote toggle state that is in, which is super handy. This is a bank up and down, so like if we were in this normal mode, you could actually bank up and down. So it's just an extension foot switch that is very well double-sided taped on there so it's not moving. So going to the loops 2, which is the wet page, we have loop 7, we have the Fable, we have the Lure in loop 6, we have the Gravitas in loop 5, we have the Eternity. We have just the Eternity toggle switch, so it's actually after. We have the HX1 toggle, which is also after. And we have the Juliana, which is in the insert loop. We also have on page 2, which I skipped over accidentally, is the Poly, which is really cool. This Poly Blue octave, it is in loop 8. That's my favorite thing about the RJM, is that he can easily just plug in, the client can easily just plug in a USB cable and actually move the whole signal chain around. The only thing that can't move around are these guys. So we're going to go stereo out of the PBC because the Juliana is in stereo in the switcher. So we want to keep that stereo signal path. So we're going stereo out to the HX1, which will be mostly modulations, and it could be delays, it could be whatever it really wants, but this is a really cool hidden gem pedal that can do a lot of different stuff. So it's on like a overdrive sound right now, but that's that. I was doing a modulation earlier, which was really fun. Then we're going into the Eternity, the delay, and then into the reverb, and then we're splitting each left and right out, going to each of the tone X's. And the tone X's are then going underneath to a Daiso Plus, and we're doing 1/4 inch out to the back panel and XLR out to the back panel as well. So if we scroll over to the wet page, when I turn on HX1, it toggles on and off. Turn on Eternity, toggles on and off. Go to page 3, we have banking options. So we have the Revelation, it will bank through. The Eternity, it would bank through. HX1, it'll bank through. And we have the Gravitas, you can see it's banking through. And then we have the Bloom. So if you have the Bloom on, it can scroll through. All 4 bottom switches, it's the same concept for all the builds. Tap goes up, holding goes down. It helps to minimize how many settings you're having to program and how many buttons you're having to use. This is a demo loop right here, so it has the KTR in it, so you could easily turn it on. It's at the end of the chain right now, but we can easily move it to the front of the chain depending on what the pedal is. It's really simple. Alright, to build a preset, it's actually really simple. I have 4 simple steps to get you going with sound and everything. We don't have to worry about the volume because it's already turned on always on, so we don't have to worry about that loop, but let's go. So first, I always say 1. Alright, so let's build a preset. Really simple. I have 4 really simple steps, which is 1, pick a preset. So we're going to pick 1. We're going to hit the function switch. We're going to figure out what loops we want on. I want the kilt on with red remote. I also want the bloom on, hit function switch. I want the HX1 on, and I also want the Eternity on. Hit function. Now we're going to change our sound. Figure out what sound we want. The rotary. And then I'm going to change it to the blue mode. Once we've done all those steps, which is really, really quick, as you can see, just hold down this function switch. It says stored. Hit back to home. When you go to 2, you see everything's changed. But as soon as you hit 1, red remote triggers, rotary comes on. Well, rotary hasn't changed, but Elephant Man goes back to rotary. These turn on. Compressor turns on. And it's really that simple. Let's go ahead and play through the board now. That's it. If you have any questions, please comment below. Make sure you hit that little bell to like and subscribe to follow for more of our videos and be alerted when a new video drops. If you have any questions, shoot us an email at setups@omillionaudio.com. You can also start your setup today by sending us an email as well. And also visit us on Instagram at omillionaudio. Have a good one, guys.